The BWAA is an independent professional organization that's been around for a while, and we've invited everyone, and I mean everyone, to this affair. It's up to whether or not everyone wanted to accept these invitations. But I'm going to go down my list, as I usually do, people that we need to thank for all of this. First and foremost goes with the queen of everything, Miss Gina Angelillo. And I'm sure everyone in this room has gotten a call from Gina. Jack Hirsch, who's a Corpus, from that's Meyer. I'm going to go down the list here. There's a lot of things here that I certainly do not want to forget. I did write this down. Before I go into anything, a round of applause for Ricardo Salazar and the great programs that we put together. For Richard Sloan, great artwork as always. Don't forget the silent auction that's going to be there. There's some beautiful merchandise available. A special thanks to our man Bobby, my man Bobby Arbacon, and the Edison luxury watches that Mr. Usyk and Ms. Fundora is going to be receiving in the evening. And let me take the opportunity also to, where's her girl? There she is, Samantha Rosario. Okay. A graduate of the Fashion Institute of Technology. Her designs appeared in the 2024 Grammys, and they've been featured in Vogue. So at the center of each table, you're going to find 3 gloves provided by Undisputed and Adams Equipment. And look under your napkins, because I think there's going to be tickets for the winners of those gloves. And at the end of the evening, if you'd like, you could certainly come out and with the chance to possibly find some time with Mr. Usyk or Miss Gabriela Fundora. And where's my man? Where's my man, Teofimo Lopez? You knucklehead with your mask. That's how you with the mask, by the way. So let me turn it over to the pro.
Alternate strategies if the need arises. Tonight, we honor the trainer of multiple fighters, and although he is rightfully noted for the work he has done with one of the best in the world, Jesse Ban Rodriguez, he also works with contender Raymond Murataya, WBA junior welterweight champion Jose Rayo Valenzuela, and Virgil Ortiz. Tonight, a 2-time BWAA winner, we honor Robert Garcia with the 2024 Eddie Futz Award for Trainer of the Year.
Hello to everybody. Hope everybody's having a great time. I want to start off by thanking the Boxing Writers Association for a great event, great work. You guys did a great job. I want to thank, first of all my fighters that, they were mentioned already. Bam Rodriguez, Lonito. When we got it in 2012, it was with you. So you're one of the reasons I got it in 2012. So there it is. But Bam, Virgil Ortiz, Rayo Valenzuela, 3 champions that we made last year, and all my prospects. I want to thank all the promoters that helped me get there. Top Rank, Golden Boot Promotions, BBC, Matchroom Boxing, Pro Box TV, just to name a few. I work with everybody, so I have a good relationship with everybody. I want to thank my team who is always part of every event that I have, every show. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself if it wasn't for the team that I have. My son, Pita, Chepe, Felipe, our conditioning coach, Charles, Sam, all the managers that I work with, one that's here with me, Rick Meridian. We've made a couple champions together already, and many more to come. I know that's going to continue to happen. So, you know, I am very happy that I'm getting this award. You know, it's amazing. You know, it's great to be here. You know, great to see my friends from New York in Table 9, Jay, Osman, Carlos, your families. Thank you guys for all the support. Man, I had everything in mind. I can think of everything I had to say, but you know, those that if I didn't mention everybody, sorry. You know, I want to thank the matchmakers too. You know, matchmakers make champions with me together. You know, it's not just me. It's a lot of work from the matchmakers. Brad Goodman, Eric Gomez here with Golden Boy, Kevin Rooney. You know, just to mention some. You know, thank you guys for believing in my fighters, guiding my fighters' careers also from the beginning. It's not easy to do the work behind the scenes. You know, we do the training, we show up to the fights, and our fighters perform. But there's a lot of work behind. You know, with the promoters, with matchmakers, conditioning coaches, everybody that has to do it. So, you know, I want to thank everybody. You know, I can't take all the credit by myself because we have a team. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself if I didn't have the team that I have. Thank you guys, and congratulations to everybody else. You know, hopefully see you guys more often.
Steve Albert. Funny story, Steve. I used to give you water when you were ringside, not ringside, courtside for the Nets. I was an intern at the New Jersey Nets, 89-90 season. So, small world. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. Thanks to the Fleischer Committee. I'm honored to be among you folks. Thank you to the BWAA, Joe, Jack, Gina, everybody. Tom Hauser, one of my great influences. Always been there for me, and I appreciate that. Dana White, my boss at the UFC, I thought about it the other day and I said, geez, if not for this, him hiring me 20 years ago, I might not still be covering boxing, but here I am. The fighters, without you guys, we are nothing. We don't have a Writers Association. So thank you for the writers for their time over the years. My family, of course, I'd like to thank them. My mother, Susan, my daughter, Jordan, my son-in-law, Jason, my favorite two people in the world, Olivia over there and Shayla over here, and especially my wife, Sonia. She's sacrificed a lot for me to get here, so I appreciate that. All my editors, I'd like to thank them. Doug Fisher, Tris Dixon, Matt Christie, Mark Butcher, Stephen Gordon, I'm going down the list, Mike Rosenthal, Rick Reno, all you guys. I hope I didn't give you too much drama over the years. One editor I did give a lot of drama to is someone who never wrote anything, never edited anything, but my dad had a great insight on everything having to do with this. They were life lessons. The first story he read of mine, he read it, and he said, "You ramble." I said, "Wow, okay, that's not a good start." So that was rule number one. Don't ramble. Get to the point. Get in, get out. Take yourself out of the story. Don't ramble. Second thing was work harder than anybody else. My father worked a double till the day he died, and he didn't need to. He was a president of a maintenance company during the day. He'd come home, get an hour's sleep, eat, go back to work a 12 to 8 shift, cleaning toilets, work harder than anybody else. Read. He had a ton of books everywhere, and unfortunately, as my wife will tell you, I inherited that addiction to books. But read everything, not just boxing. Read everything you can. Be curious. 4, be professional. When my father was working that overnight shift, I went there one night with him. And you ever see that blue stuff that you put in the toilet after you clean it to make it seem like you cleaned it? Now I work maintenance, and I was not this professional. He would do that. Like I said, he didn't need to do this. Every toilet got that blue thing. So be professional, be on time. Don't be that guy who shows up late to the fights. Fights are on, be the first guy there. And finally, and the most important lesson, at least from a writer's point of view, is to listen. When my father passed, we were at the funeral home, and all these people, some I had met, some I had never met, were telling me how important it was that he listened to them. Now, he hired guys who were ex-cons, hired guys who were new to the country, hired guys with no education, because he listened to them. He knew their stories. And I hope if I have given anything back to the fighters over the years, it's that I listened. And so I thank Dad for all those lessons. And this award's for him, but I'm going to hold it for him, for the time being.
Association. This is a award that is very well appreciated. I thank you very much. I want you to know that this award is because of people like you. I've owned Gleason's Gym for 43 years. I get in early every morning and spend a lot of hours there just so I can meet everybody that comes into the gym. The writers are always welcome. They're my best friends. And the fighters are great, but it's been a thrill. Every day of my life is more and more fun. I enjoy it very much. And it's just because it's boxing. Boxing is the best sport with the greatest people, and I thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. First of all, I wanted to thank all of my fighters, champions, non-champions, the ones who tried very hard in the ring and been training. Not everyone is done to be a champion, and to become a champion, you have to be very dedicated. And I was so much lucky to get in the place where I am right now. I also wanted to thank all the writers. Sometimes I've been mad at them, and if you're probably following my social media, you can see it. But I'm being honest. 2024, that was a very, very good year for me. I was so blessed. I went 2 times to Australia, came out back with a knockout, Janibek, Lomachenko. I went with Oleksandr to Saudi Arabia. We did a 2 fights with Tyson Fury. My 154-pounder, Ballroom, came out with a very third-round knockout against Tim Tszyu here in the United States. So it was a very busy year, but a lot of miles on the plane. Other than that, thank you everybody. Thank you for letting me be here.
Hi everybody, people. First time I get it for God. Thank you so much, because it's my life. Just it's my life. I grateful for my family, my wife, my team, Edison. Thank you so much. And you, all you. I thank you, my opponents, because my opponents make me. Thank you so much.
Steve, thank you so much. Those are the nicest things. By the way, I'm glad to hear that Steve is okay, because recently, it should be mentioned, he had a very tough time. He ran into a major problem. He's really such a good-natured guy, so he loaned a friend $10,000 for a facelift. The problem is now he cannot collect because he doesn't know what that person looks like. I could go on amusing you like this for hours, but I do want to say what an honor it is to receive the Sam Taub Award for broadcast journalism. For those who may not be aware, Sam Taub was a highly regarded boxing reporter for the old New York Telegraph. He was from New York's East Side, and he eventually gave up the typewriter for a microphone. With the advent of radio in the 1930s, he began broadcasting boxing on the radio for the NBC network, and then was the first person to call major fights on television. He was a pioneer. As for my journey in boxing at NBC, I know Steve touched on some of this. It included the 1988 Olympics in Seoul at the lovely Chomchil Students' Gymnasium, highlighted by a series of bizarre decisions, including, infamously, Roy Jones being robbed of a gold medal and many other questionable incidents. But I was so fortunate to travel the world throughout. And this was because of boxing, with events that took place in South Africa, Italy, France, South America, England, and Ireland, and Australia. And our headliners included a host of title fights, including marvelous Marvin Hagler, Larry Holmes, Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran, Michael Spinks, Ken Norton, Boom Boom Mancini, Vinny Pazienza, Jerry Cooney with, oh yes, a first-round knockout of Ron Lyle at the Nassau Coliseum on Long Island back in 1980. And it should be mentioned, I know some of you who go back a little bit will remember the names John the Beast Mugabe and Frank the Animal Fletcher, who were favorites at NBC. Now, as a broadcaster, I was fortunate to work alongside the great Teddy Atlas, Ray Leonard, Al Bernstein, and of course the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco. I really enjoyed those days, although I must say I would not trust the fight doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, at the bedside of a loved one. One final thought, which brings me back to my brother Steve. Many of you are quite familiar with Steve, so you're aware he's a suave guy, very sophisticated, so you'll appreciate this. I think several months back, Steve and I went to a restaurant for dinner here in the city. So Steve ordered an entire meal in French, and even the waiter was surprised. Turns out we were at a Chinese restaurant. That's all I have. Thanks so much to the Boxing Writers Association of America. Special thanks to Joe Santoaquito and Tom Hauser for making all this possible, and I really appreciate it. Now back to our exceptional host, my brother Steve.
Those stories, it's incredible what boxing brings together amazing people, and I'm really grateful to be up here, especially during fight week, especially amongst so many greats in this room. I'll never forget being the fighter of the year for the Boxing Writers Association of America. It really is a true honor. I believe in you guys 1,000%. I will always support you guys 1,000%. Boxing is in my blood. Boxing lives with me forever, and I will always be grateful for the sport that has given us so much. So thank you everyone for being here. It's an honor to celebrate this momentous achievement with all of you. When you crack open the boxing history books, you'll find only one undisputed female flyweight champion, and that's Gabriela "Sweet Poison" Fundora. There's no denying it. There's no denying it. Gabby is in her golden girl era, and as the golden boy, I'm proud to welcome her into the upper echelon of boxers who've left an incredible mark on this sport. We may be in the land of Amanda Serrano here in New York, but make no mistake, Golden Boy Promotions is home to 3 of the most talented female fighters of this new generation. Gabi is just getting started. This is her moment to lead the pack and become the next face of women's boxing. Together with Samson Boxing, we've worked hard to ensure she's positioned to go the distance and beyond. Gabi has already shattered records, including becoming the first ever undisputed female flyweight champion, becoming the youngest undisputed champion in boxing history, male or female, and with her brother Sebastian, becoming part of the first brother-sister duo to simultaneously hold world championship titles. Gabriela, we are incredibly proud of you. Every accolade is a direct result of your relentless hard work and passion. Celebrate tonight, but don't get too comfortable. I need you back in the gym soon, chasing that next milestone. Thank you for the opportunity to promote you, and congratulations again. Gabriela Fundora.
For giving me health and being able to do what I can do in the ring. I also want to thank my parents. They're here with me tonight, so actually can we give them a round of applause? You know, without them, they just taught me to be disciplined and righteous. So I wouldn't be able to carry my Fundora last name high without them. So thank you. I also want to thank Golden Boy Promotions with Samson Boxing, Oscar, Eric, the whole team, Jane, Jess, Chris. I know there he is. But I just want to thank all you guys. You know, you guys have the same vision in me, and you guys believe in me. You guys said, last year we said that we were going to make history and continue making history. Well, look at us. Just 2 weeks ago, I headlined my first main event. And now I'm here in front of all you wonderful people accepting a giant award. So, thank you, thank you. I lastly want to thank the Writers Association for choosing me as their 2024 Female Fighter of the Year. Who was it? Saying, I think it was the host. He was saying that he was saying that only 4 females received this award, and me being the 5th among the greats. At only 23, I think it's wonderful and something that's truly an honor. So I'm accepting this award with such honor and great pride, so thank you. And I just guys want to leave you with this. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not.
The only one.
There you go. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Usyk, it's great. It's an honor to actually be able to present this to you. I remember receiving mine back in 2020, but nevertheless, 2 times, back in 2018 and now in 2024. It's an honor. I think everybody here, you know, we can't be who we are as fighters without each and every one of you. You all play a part, and that is very true and dear to our heart. And it feels great. I know I got to fight in a couple days, but nevertheless, as a fighter, we're able to adapt to all things, and this be one of them. It's crazy how life comes back to us, and I gotta say, Usyk, thank you for actually inspiring me to know that I could also aim for the titles that you claimed in 2018, the awards that you carried, and now, once again, 2024, BWAA Sugar Ray Robinson Award. Give a round of applause to Usyk, Fighter of the Year.
Hey son, you can. Then I don't understand what my father talked to me. You can go to boxing, try boxing. I play in football, I like football, you know. But my father, thank you. Try boxing, please. Okay. I go to gym first day. I take my face with blood. I back home, my father, how are you? I say, bad. Why? Because my face pain, my nose like blow. There's a problem. Hey, listen. If you will do training, you will champion. And listen, I know my father listen me. We do it. Thank you.